Trending Funko news is back with 7 Funko Pops going up in value. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're enjoying your Tuesday. So we're going to be going over 7 Funko Pops today that are actively going up in value or already have went up in value, and maybe you didn't even notice. As always, I do want to thank everyone who did submit something on the last video, and if you guys want to contribute to these style videos and see them more often, drop a comment down below of a Funko Pop you've noticed going up or down in value. Before we get started with all of our selections, we do have our question of the day, which is, do you have a Funko Pop in your collection that's similar to Edward here in a crouched stance? Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and kick things off with some animation here. So first up, from the Cars movie, we do have Mater here. Now I actually also saw Wasatch mention this on one of his videos on Instagram, and while I was looking through eBay sales, I came across Mater again. So check him out, estimated value at $75. You can see some of the recent sales around $70, $80, and then we do have current listings around that $70 to $80 mark too, and one at $110. And also something to mention is there's very few of these Maters available on eBay right now. And taking a look at his chart one more time, you can see where he spiked and basically doubled. He was around the 45-ish range for a while, and now he's pushing $80. So for the Cars line specifically, we actually mentioned Lightning McQueen in one of our previous videos here a couple weeks ago, or maybe like 2 months ago or so, or something like that. Either way, the point being, the Cars Funko Pop line is just going up due to it being old and rare. There's no new movie, there's no new content per se. It's just one of those sets where they're going up because people want them. And I don't really expect Funko to make a new Cars line anytime soon unless a new movie comes out. Never say never though, because you know Disney loves remaking movies all the time, or continuations and things like that. So we could get more Mater Pops or Lightning McQueen Pops in the future. Another pretty cool animation one comes from Monster High, and we do have Skelita here. So estimated value was around $30 and hasn't been updated in about half a year, almost a year now I think. But you can see her recent sales have been much higher than that. You did have one around $70, one best offer accepted around $80, and then as well as an $80 sale, and then current listings are anywhere from $60 up to almost $100. Now an uptrend can actually be said for a majority of the older Monster High Pops, as well as if you don't know, we recently got some new characters, just kind of reiterations of older characters, but nice updated molds. But nonetheless, with those older Pops, those are just a little bit more rare, harder to find. Plus, I believe the Nickelodeon movie Monster High is getting a sequel here soon too. So that's also kind of contributing to the fact that these are just more popular right now. This next one is not much of a surprise, and that's Inside Out Sadness here. So with Inside Out 2 just right around the corner dropping in theaters, not really a surprise that some of the older Pops would jump up. You can actually see that this one was around $20 to $25 for a little bit. It did jump up to the $45 range and then fell back down to the $25 range. However, recent sales are completely different. They're mostly around $50 to $60, and then current listings do reflect that. And then current listings are even higher than that. And this one's getting very scarce. People are just buying them up basically right before the new movie, because if the movie's really great, then they'll probably go even higher. Now, weirdly enough, I actually didn't see too crazy of hype around the new Inside Out 2 Pops, funny enough. So maybe people are just waiting to see the movie and see if they like it before they buy the new set. But yeah, I feel like I just keep seeing them sit in stores. Moving on for Pop video games, we do have Nightmare Foxy here from FNAF. No surprise on FNAF either. Always popular, but let's check this one out. Estimated value is around $60. You can see where it jumped up from the $35 range up to $50 and then now $60. And then current sales have been anywhere from $50 up to $60. Current listings also reflecting that too. So again, with FNAF, all the games, all the content, the sequel to the live action movie is coming. It's just always popular. Not much else to say there. Another Pop video game one we do have is from the Fallout series, and we do have the Nuka girl here. So definitely a pretty cool one for sure. She's sitting at $85 in estimated value, and you can see her huge spike recently. Now current listings are actually reflecting that, and if not higher than that price. And you can see sales on the far right there in the green, around $75 up to $100. However, here's another slide of basically just more sales there, some around $55, $56. We had a high one around $92, one of the more recent ones, and then more listings anywhere from $70 up to $100 there. So I would say she's mostly around the $75 to $100 range, but she's definitely spiked up since the live action series did come out. Our last two feature some anime exclusives, first one being Dorothy here from Black Clover, estimated value around $47. You can see she had a slight uptick recently, and then current sales were around $47 up to $60. and then we do have current listings around $60 and up. There's actually not a lot available for her. I think I saw maybe 4 or 5 on eBay, and then there were maybe like a total of 8 on Mercari. Literally, she is so scarce right now. It's crazy. I don't remember how much Funko originally dropped of her when she did. I think it was sometime either last year or the year before, maybe? Nonetheless, this one has actually fluctuated a lot around the $30 to $40 range for a while. And then again, now she is pushing 60. Now at the moment, there is no restock in sight. I don't want to completely rule that out, of course, but I haven't seen any news or stock updates on Dorothy in like a very long time. So at the moment, I'm going to say there is no restock. But of course, if that changes, I will update you guys ASAP. Let me know if you guys own this Dorothy exclusive or if you're still after it, and what do you guys think about the price. Our final one today here is Gold D. Roger, the shared SDCC exclusive. So this one's actually kind of tricky because sold listings and current listings are kind of all over the place, so let me show you how wacky it is. Here's a look at his shared sticker, estimated value around $85, and here are some of the current listings I did actually find. There were not a lot. We had $250, $105 on a bid, $240, and then $300. And like I said, these are just for the shared sticker, not the official. Now here's a look at the current sales for Roger. And like I said, a little bit crazy and all over the place, but let's go through it. So we have one at $162, then $53, $53, $56, all of those coming from Australia, weirdly enough. Then we have one at $180, $86, $79, and then $53. As you can tell, majority of the lower listings are actually from Australia, around the $50 mark. Then we had another one around $170 or best offer, $50 from Australia, $140 in the US, $250 in the US, around $200 in the US on the final column, $150, $150, and then $172. So unfortunately, it's really hard to actually gauge his exact value per se, but if I had to guess, I would say he's probably around the $150 to $200 mark, just with a few of those higher sales as well as the current listings that are available. Because with Roger, if I remember correctly, he was one of the wanted posters that didn't drop a lot of stock, or he just didn't have a lot of stock. I'm not really sure why. I think it was similar to Luffy as well, but then we had Shanks that dropped like, what, 20,000, which was just nuts. I am curious what you guys think about Roger's situation here with the shared sticker, and where do you feel the value is currently at with this one? Again, I feel at minimum, just looking at all the data that I just showed you guys, probably around 150. Well guys, those are all the selections we have this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button down below, as well as subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. And again, as always, if you want to see these videos a little bit more often, or if you have any suggestions yourself as to pops going up or down, drop those comments down below. I'm going to end off the video here, though, by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And lastly, make sure you follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.